Well, since Halloween is coming up, I thought maybe the dollhouse could use a ghost. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. All right, the first couple of steps to our ghost is going to be a structure to hold our ghost up. You need a base of some kind, something that is wide enough that it will not tip over. I've got these wheels. I bought them years ago to make some Christmas tree kits, and I bought a huge container of them, and so I've still got quite a few left. You can use anything that's big enough to form a base. I have a bamboo skewer. I have a white chenille stem. I have more chenille stems off to the side. And I have a bead, and this bead is, looks like it's probably about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. The reason we're doing it this way, number one, my hole in my base is too big for the bamboo skewer, and this also will just make it easier to make all our connections. So I'm going to start by cutting my bamboo skewer down. And I want to make it, get a pencil here, I want to make this a little bit shorter than Mr. Doll here. It doesn't have to be measured perfectly. I would guess that's probably around 5 inches. Anywheres in that neighborhood will be fine. And use something that you can safely cut with. In this case, I'm using my Easy Cutter. Don't use scissors. Use something that's made to cut things like wood, made to cut things that are hard, because you can get hurt very badly if you use the wrong thing to cut that with. Now we're going to start by just kind of spiraling this up. And this is just our first layer. I'm going to have to retrieve my bead. Do that after I get this glued on, because I won't need the bead for a few minutes. I'm going to come to the top, and I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to take some tacky glue. And this doesn't have to be held really securely in place on our bamboo skewer. We're going to have quite a bit of glue on here by the time we're done. I'm putting some glue around that base, and I'm going to stick that down in the hole of that, and I'm going to push enough chenille stem down in there to make this stand up straight, or straight-ish. However straight this is will determine how straight your ghost is. And I'm going to fiddle with this off camera, and I'm going to let the glue dry. They're using a jackhammer in the hallway. It sounds like they're starting up again, so I'll be back when it's quiet and the glue is set. All right, I'm hoping for a few quiet moments. So this glue has now set up enough. It's not going anywhere. It's nice and stable. And I've got this bead that I showed you earlier. It's got quite a large hole in it, so it's going to need a little more than just the diameter of the bamboo skewer. Sorry, my sinuses are going nuts right now. We have a pollen count of 11.5, and it's been up around 11 for weeks now, and I am struggling to breathe. All right, now I put glue on that chenille stem, push this down over it, and now I'm going to take wire cutters. Use wire cutters. Don't cut things like chenille stems with your scissors. I'm going to trim that off. And I'm going to let this glue set up, because I don't want that bead to be sliding around when I add the arms. I don't want to take a chance on knocking it loose. So I'll give that glue 15-20 minutes, try and hit another quiet moment, and we'll add some arms to our ghost. So I'll be back there. All right, I'm not sure if it shows on the camera, but I've got a very small pencil mark right here that's about 4.5 inches up from the bottom of my stick, bottom of the base. I'm going to put some glue here. And I'm going to roll it around and put glue all the way around. Because what we're going to do, I have another chenille stem. Stand that up for just a second. Bend that in the middle so that I know where the middle is. And we're going to let that glue dry because this is what we are going to use as the arms of our ghost. So when that glue is dry enough that it won't move around, I'll come back and we can do some bending of this, and then we'll need to do some painting of the head. So I'll be right back. All right, my glue's had some time to set up a bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and twist, fold this one in half and twist it. And we'll bend it to position later on. Now, the other thing I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to paint this bead. Now, if you have a lighter colored bead that won't show through, you don't need to paint it. This was the only bead I could find. That's not going to work. This was the only bead I could find this morning that was about the right size. And I tried it over what we are going to use for our ghost. And it doesn't have to be a paint that's going to stick really well. This is just cheap craft paint. We just need to get it lightened up. Now you could paint the base either white or black. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. I think I'm just going to leave my base the way it is. I might paint it at a later time. And that's all there is to it. This paint needs to dry, and then we can move on to the next step. All right, all the glue has dried. In fact, it's dried overnight, so I know it's nice and dry. Now I'm going to bend his arms up kind of like that. You can bend yours any way you want. And in theory, our cover of our ghost will come off later if we want it to, so we're not set in stone here. Now I'm going to set him aside. Off camera, I found a piece of white cotton fabric, and I cut a square, or actually tore a square, about 12 inches by 12 inches. Because what I need is I want to basically just make a cover for our ghost. I'm going to fold it in quarters. I'm going to take some scissors. These are my fabric scissors, so they're going to work better than scissors that have been used on paper. But if you don't have any, you can go ahead and try it with just a pair of scissors that you've used with paper and just cut off that. So now I've got something a little bit round. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I don't want the edge perfect. I want it to be a little bit off, a little uneven. Now I'm going to fit it. Does it fit? Yep, it comes to the floor all the way around. So let's put both of these over to the side. Now I have a bowl with some water in it. It's just plain water. And I've got some satin Mod Podge here. This is going to get messy. I will warn you of that. And I'm going to pour in about that much. I'm not measuring anything here. I'm just doing it. I'm going to reach over and get a craft stick. And I'm going to do my best to kind of mix this together. We want a very thin, watery mixture that's got some glue to it, basically. And Mod Podge is part glue. If you have something like Elmer's glue or a really thin, regular white glue, you could use that in place of the Mod Podge. Really anything that's glue-based. Now, our piece of fabric. And I am going to let that sit in there for just a second while I get a piece of wax paper, because like I said, this is going to be messy. Now, squeezing out as much of that as I can get out. I'm going to drape it down over my ghost. And I want it even, but again, it doesn't have to be. And I want to get it kind of, I'm kind of squeezing around his little neck here. I'm kind of squeezing here. I'm kind of taking on the shape of what's underneath, of that frame that we made. And if it doesn't come all the way to the ground, let's see, we're a little off there. Let's get this a little more centered. There we go. That'll probably be better. There. Now, I am just going to let this dry for the next, I don't know, till it dries, probably a few hours. I'll neaten him up. There will be a picture of what he looks like at this point on the blog post, and I'll try to remember to insert it after this clip. But I'm going to let this dry. When he is completely dry, I will come back and we will add a face. So I'll be right back. All right, our ghost is now dry, and that took a while to get dry. It's kind of humid here right now. So now I'm going to start with a pencil. I'm going to kind of plan out a face. I'm going to put an eye and an eye, and I'm going to kind of smooth that out and put a mouth. And to do that, I'm going to use just my dotting tool and some black paint. And you can make your face on your ghost however you want. You can make it a lot more detailed, or you could probably just skip the face. Just a black dot. In theory, since we did, the fabric is pretty well sealed with the Mod Podge water mixture, so the paint shouldn't spread in there. So I'm going to let our face dry, and then I will meet you over at the dollhouse, and we will see how this little ghost, or big ghost, looks on the porch. And I've got another idea for another spot to put it, so I'll see you over there. Well, I decided for this I would put my ghost in the upstairs window of the dollhouse, and I think it looks really cool. This would also look really cool on a porch, in the yard of your dollhouse, wherever. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Be sure and go to the blog for more information and photos. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.